What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, helping you take your game to the next level. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get the most out of your defense with the new custom audibles in Madden 18. Now, if this is your first time checking out one of my videos and you want to improve your Madden game, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Make sure to hit the bell icon so that you join the notification squad and never miss an upload. So what's up, guys? Like I said, today I'm going to be showing you how to get the most out of your defense by using the new custom audibles feature. I've touched on how to take advantage of this on the offensive side of the ball in a few videos so far, but a lot of people have been asking, you know, what about defense? And I do think this is more of a feature that favors the offense, but you can definitely boost your defense up a little bit by using this. So for example, let's come out in the 3-4 odd right here. We'll come out in the cover 4. So if you pull up your audibles, which you do this by pressing X or square depending on which system you're on, it's going to pull up your audibles for the 3-4 odd. You see that we have cover 2 man we can audible into. We can audible to this pinch buck, which is a man blitz. We can audible into Tampa 2, which is very useful, and we can audible into cover 3. Now, usually, so in all of your formation audibles on defense, they're always going to be the same in every formation, in the sense that the first audible is always going to be a cover 2 man every time. The second audible is always going to be some type of blitz. Usually, I'm pretty sure it's almost always going to be a man blitz. I don't think it's ever going to be a zone blitz. It's always going to be a man blitz. The third one's always going to be some type of a cover 2 / Tampa 2. And the last one's always going to be some type of a cover 3. It'll either be a cover 3 sky, or in some formations it'll be a cover 3 Mabel. Now, Tampa 2 is one that you absolutely always want to leave. You always want Tampa 2 at your disposal. It's one of the best. It probably is the best base coverage in the game this year. Cover 2 / Tampa 2 and cover 4 are your two, coverages that you want to base your offense around. You want to come out in those on first and second down. Those are your best coverage defenses. Cover 2 man, it's not something you really want to run too much. It's just, man is just usually not that good in Madden. It's something that most, wise players don't really run too often. But with that being said, sometimes you might want to leave that cover 2 man in your audibles for certain situations. For example, if it's right before halftime and you're just kind of trying to prevent a score, maybe, you came out in a cover 4 or whatever, and they popped you on the first play, and then they start no huddling. And let's say, they only have like 45 seconds left, and they don't have any timeouts. They're just trying to no huddle down the field, and you're just trying to prevent them from scoring. And let's say, the first play they gain 10 yards, they no huddle, they get 10 yards again, and they just kind of keep picking apart your cover 4 or something, and you're worried maybe they're going to try to throw a one-play touchdown on you, try to bomb you or something like that. Then you might want to hurry up and just switch over to your cover 2 man. Make sure you keep everything in front of you. You can't get bombed, and you're just looking to not give up the big play. Other than that, though, I would say you don't really need to go to cover 2 man too often. It's good to leave it there because you just never know when you might mess something up on defense, and you want to just hurry up and check into a cover 2 man, because while it's not a great defense, it's still safe in the sense that you're probably not going to give up a huge gain with it. But if it's any other time than right before half, I would say you could take it out. You definitely always want to take out your man blitz audible, because it's usually never going to be a blitz that's that good that you really want to use. You always want to leave Tampa 2, and more times than not, I would say you want to leave the cover 3. So let's back out and let's show some different options here. So we're going to open up the formation. Now we want to change our audible, so we'll press the left trigger or L2 if you're on PlayStation. So let's take cover 2 man out, because let's just say, we're, it's early in the game, or we're, in the fourth quarter or something. It's not right before half, so we don't really necessarily need the man coverage audible in there. So we'll always come out in cover 4, so we don't need to put that in our audible. So let's go look through. So one thing you might want to do is put a cover 6 or a cover 3 cloud, which they're essentially almost the same thing. They're slightly different. Instead of having man in there, you might want to use this, because this is another great coverage in the game. It's one of the best coverages in the game that's underused, and people have a lot of trouble with it when you pull it out on them. So instead of man, let's say we're going to put cover 6 in there. So now we're coming out into cover 4, but we have the ability to audible to cover 3, to Tampa 2, or to cover 6. So we have tons of different zone shells that we can throw at our opponent. Now, instead of the pinch buck O, it's good to have some type of blitz at your disposal. The pinch buck O, I mean, it's okay, but man blitzes are very, cover 0 blitzes are very risky. There's very few scenarios where you actually want to run something like that. So instead of that, we would say, okay, let's go put the crossfire in here, because the crossfire is a decent blitz. And what we can do with the crossfire is, you know, we can create pressure while still having the zone look. So now we still come out in our cover 4. Let's find a formation here on offense. So okay, we're gonna be in our cover 4. So, you know, let's say we're in cover 4, and then maybe we don't like the look of something and we want to switch it, and we'll say, okay, let's go to the cover 6 now. Let's give them a different look. Maybe they're no huddling on us. That's when this really comes in handy, when they start no huddling, and you're like, okay, you know, I've run cover 4 2 plays in a row and they pop me, and they're no huddling, and they just think, okay, he's gonna stay in cover 4. Quickly adjust over, bam, get in your cover 6. Now it's different. Or, you know, maybe you want to hurry up and go to your cover 3 or your cover 2 to switch it up. Or maybe they've no huddled a couple times and you say, you know what, I want to send a blitz at you now. Like I want to get into my blitz play because you're getting a little too comfortable. And so then maybe you come out and you set up a blitz. You know, crossfire blitzes are very, very effective this year. So you come out and you set up your blitz and you try to get this guy looping around, and he wasn't expecting it because you've just been running coverages. But if you didn't put that in your audibles, then it wouldn't be there at your disposal. So instead of just going with the stock audibles that they give you, mess around with it, put a better blitz in, because they're usually, the stock blitz that they have in there is usually going to always be trash. So put a better blitz in, and considering taking the man coverage out in favor of a cover 6 or a cover 3 cloud, which is more effective than man, it gives you a different coverage shell you can throw at people. Let's look at another example. We'll go to the nickel 3-3-5 odd here, and again we will come out in cover 4. Cover 4 is just a great base defense to come out in pretty much every play, and then you can audible between it. So again, we have a cover 2 man. Again, we're going to have a man blitz, a cover 0 blitz. Not something we really want to run. We have Tampa 2, that's great. We definitely always want to leave Tampa 2, one of the best shells in the game. And we have a cover 3. We want to typically leave the cover 3. So let's back out and let's see how can we make the nickel 3-3-5 odd better. So first off, we're going to go in, we're going to take out cover 2 man. Like I said, in certain situations, you maybe want to put the cover 2 man back in. Like I said, if it's right before half, and you want to just have a man, you know, audible in there just in case you have to hurry up and switch to it for whatever reason. But if it's just a regular point of the game, you might not need it too much. So instead of the cover 2 man, we take that out. We look around and see what we have. Okay, we have a cover 6. Throw the cover 6 in there because that's a better coverage shell. We take the LB blitz out, and we're going to put the LB cross 3 show 2, which is one of the best blitzes in the game. You should, if you're running nickel 3-5 odd, you should definitely want this in your audibles because you can access it at any point in time. You know, if you come out in your cover 4, let's just find a play on offense once again here. So you come out in your cover 4, maybe they start no huddling, and you say, okay, I'm just going to go to the crossfire play, whereas before, if you came out in the cover 4, you didn't have the ability to audible to this play because it wasn't a stock audible. But now, if you come out in cover 4, whatever you choose to come out in, and they start no huddling you, and you're like, alright, I need to throw a blitz at them. If you switch your blitz out, now you can have this at your disposal. So now you come out and you set this blitz up, and you can send a blitz at them. Or like I said, maybe you want to switch up and run a cover 6. You just want to throw different coverages at them. Before you couldn't do that, but now you can. You can make this formation a lot more viable in case, you know, people start no huddling you and things like that. So let's back out and look at another example here. So we'll come out in the nickel 2-4-5, which is really similar to nickel normal, just with more linebackers instead of defensive ends. So this is another really good example. So in most nickel formations, instead of having a regular cover 3 in your stock audibles, you're going to have a cover 3 Mabel. Now, cover 3 Mabel isn't the worst thing in the world. It's good if people are really trying to flood one side of the field. If somebody was trying to send a flood concept to the left side of the field, like a corner, a flat, and a streak, this combination of zones over here on the left side of the field would lock that up. But the thing with cover 3 Mabel is it leaves the middle and the right side of the field a lot weaker, and it makes you have to cover a lot more ground yourself. So maybe you don't want that in your audibles. Maybe you want a regular cover 3 or a cover 3 cloud because that's a little bit better. So we go in, we take out the cover 3 Mabel, and you can see here we have cover 3 Sky. We could put that in there, or maybe instead we say, okay, hey, let's put the cover 3 Cloud instead because I like the cover 3 Cloud better. Here, let's see, we have Overstorm Brave. We can take that out, and we can put in the Overload 3. We can take the cover 2 man out, and what can we change here? This one we'd probably just leave the cover 2 man in there just because, or we can put the regular cover 3 because we took cover 3 cloud. So hey, we'll put the regular cover 3 in again. We'll come out in a cover 4. Pick a play here on offense really quickly. And what we're going to do now is, if we wanted to audible to a cover 3, instead of being stuck with that Mabel, now we have cover 3 cloud, which is way better than cover 3 Mabel. It's going to give us a little bit more support on the inside of the field as far as zones go. Or maybe we want to audible to just a regular cover 3. Now we can do that because we put our regular cover 3 in here. Okay, maybe we want to audible to the blitz. We got our overload 3. So you can make defensive formations a lot better than you could before this latest update because of these formation audibles. You don't have to be forced to have a 2-man under in your formation audibles if you're never going to go to it. You don't have to be forced to have a man blitz in your audibles if you're never going to use it. You can put your best blitz in there. You can put your best coverage plays in there, and you have more at your disposal for when people no huddle you, or if you see something you don't like and you want to quickly switch to something else. So definitely take advantage of this on defense. I do think it is more of a powerful feature for offense, but it definitely has its use on defense. Don't sleep on it. Definitely take advantage of it. So as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.